Debate is raging over the new Superman movie.
I still thought, like, it's probably pretty subtle, and there's probably some plausible deniability. It is not subtle, and there is no plausible deniability. It's, like, very clear from even, like, the flags that they use and what the people look like, and the bad guy country is a close U.S. ally, and they're really technologically advanced. And they're going up against this, like, you know, very sort of, like, Middle Eastern coded looking people who are equipped with, like, rocks and their little kids who are about to get murdered and all of these sorts of things. I mean, it's just, like, very, very blatantly, the central conflict that Superman is, caught up trying to resolve is between these two countries that are very, very clearly Israel and Palestine. And that was absolutely mind-blowing to me, and it seems like a really significant cultural moment, that, Griffin, you can have this major Hollywood blockbuster summer production that, instead of, like, in the old days, it was always like, you know, the bad guy country was clearly the Soviet Union. Now it's Israel is the clear bad guy country. That seems like just an incredibly significant cultural shift coming out of Hollywood.
And we've got a Shapiro clip right here, Shapiro movie reviews, and he says, not politically charged, not really about Israel or Palestine. Why don't we roll that clip?
So the left is suggesting that the foreign policy conflict in which Superman engages is a stand-in for Israel and the Palestinians, or alternatively for Russia and Ukraine. The idea is, geopolitically, that Moravia has been a longtime ally of the United States. Jarhanpur is a country where we don't know who it's allied with. And it may or may not be run by jihadis, but we don't know. Like, we don't know who it's run by. It doesn't matter. The only reason that Clark stops it, that Superman stops it, is he says because
people were going to die.
Which, as we'll get to in sort of my final breakdown of why this movie doesn't work and why no really good Superman movie has been made since '78.
What did he say?
I'll explain in a moment. The people of Jarhanpur are brown.
Look at my African American over here.
The people of Moravia are white. Okay, so this is why the left is reading this as Israel of the Palestinians. The reason it doesn't work that way is because we are not made aware that the people of Jarhanpur are either wildly terrorism supportive, that they've participated in multiple terrorist attacks on the people of Moravia. They're led by a corrupt dictatorship that murders gay people, right? None of that's in the movie. So it doesn't match up that way. And the idea that Moravia is Israel in this iteration, like a longtime U.S. ally that's randomly invading countries for territorial gain, that does not match up to any of the facts on the ground.
The Jarhanpurians, who were supposed to be the Palestinians, like, have, you know, they're farmers and they have these very, like, basic weapons. And the imagery is 100% Israel, Palestine, specifically Gaza. I mean, I sort of feel for Ben here, because if you are an Israel supporter, you are caught in between a rock and a hard place. Because if you admit, like, okay, this is Israel and Palestine, then everyone goes, oh, so you do know that they're, like, a genocidal monster country that is attacking innocent poor people and, like, children. And if you don't, then you just look ridiculous and coping like he does here. Because, again, I thought it would be subtle. It is just not subtle. And the Russia-Ukraine parallels don't work out at all whatsoever. I think they don't make sense if you watch the movie. It just doesn't track to Russia-Ukraine at all. So, and then the leader of Moravia himself, Hassan and others have pointed out, he actually looks like the founder of Israel, Ben-Gurion.